gonna talk about Taiwan and the Taiwan relationship with China, and why this news is a hot line for the news agencies, and why it is important for uh, many countries around the world. Why Taiwan is important? What's the relationship between Taiwan and China and United States in the rest part of the world? So this is the flag of Taiwan, and as you can see, is quite similar to the China flag, but something is changed is that the China's 5 stars is replaced with the one sun inside of the blue boxes, and this is for one of the party in Taiwan, and they call it Blue Party in Taiwan. They have two major or main parties in Taiwan, green and blue, and right now the president of Taiwan, she is from the Green Party, but this sign is from the Blue Party, you can see here. And it's just replaced or paste and the 5 stars from the mainland China. They call Taiwan as a Republic of Taiwan, even. So, if, for example, you can see here if you type Taiwan on the Google, so you can find Wikipedia of the Taiwan and the last news of about Taiwan, some information about the countries and this beautiful island. So you can see here the dialing code is 886, and the currency they call it NTD or New Taiwan dollars, and the official language is Mandarin language, and but many people they speak Taiwanese though, and so any information you can find by just Google the Taiwan, and if I want to introduce two very important websites and or news agencies in Taiwan for foreigner that are going to speak in English, is the first one would be the uh, Taiwan News, and the second one would be Focus Taiwan. So for the Taiwan News, as you can see, so they have many of the newses you can update. For example, if you're a foreigner living in Taiwan, or if you are interested for the news from the island, so you just need to click and find the update yourself. And many of the foreigner living in Taiwan, they use this website to get updates, and they have many different sections, look like the politics, businesses, and society, culture, and so on. And the hot topics will come from here, and each within a minute, so it will be updated. So you just need to click and get more information about for example, they just said that they confirmed 15 new monkeypox cases now recently in Taiwan. And if you go down, the other newses, they are not really these top 10 newses, but still it's in the top newses inside. So you can find many information here. And the another one is Focus Taiwan. It's the same, but I suggest you if you want to find more information about Taiwan or update yourself, just go for the first one. And for second one also it's good, but you can fulfill with the first one, means that it's the Taiwan news. So what about the Taiwan? What is the most important part of the this country? Talking about economy first. So it is about, we call it TSMC. TSMC is the abbreviation of the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. So it's located in Hsinchu and Hsinchu Science Park. And this is very important for the Taiwanese government, Taiwan country. And as you can see, all of the elements for the income or something is raising, and they have very good budget for this one. They have very good income, and TSMC producing the semiconductors for most of the gadgets, most of the cell phone, the computers, cars, everything that using the computer or calculation, everything, processes or kits or something they are using, they definitely produced by the TSMC. So is the reason Taiwan is very important for the United States, for China, for most of the companies. I think 80% of the semiconductor produced in Taiwan and in the TSMC. The rest part will be produced in the Samsung in South Korea and China and some part in the United States or maybe in the Europe also. So you can find the information that, for example, from the Apple M1 or Apple A14 or everything is produced in TSMC. TSMC is located in the Industrial Technology Science Technology Research Institute in Hsinchu, Taiwan, and is almost founded in 1987, 36 years ago. So it means that Taiwan government at the time, it was they had a very good perspective for the future, and they started to bring this new technology in Taiwan to be established, and now they are harvesting all the already seeded inside the country. So uh, uh, working for this company need to be as in first Taiwanese or the some nationalities are not allowed to work inside of these companies that are under the sanction of the United States or the UN. And the income for the people working in the TSMC is really good. They have the another company, they call it Micron, and that one also is very well known in Taiwan. Many of the people graduated from the universities. They made a decision to join to the TSMC because of the good benefits and very well known company in the Taiwan. And it's a kind of the competition to go and work there. It doesn't matter you're working or your study is related to the semiconductor or not, because as you join to the company, they will start to train you. So you will have a very good benefit for working for this company, and it will be very interesting. So if I go for the Taiwan flag, so as mentioned already here, it will be exactly I shown in the first beginning, and I just want to click the another thing, and I will go for Taiwan, and there's a beautiful island, Taiwan. And if I go to the, for example, map, you can see, I want to show you the map of the Taiwan here. Okay, so so this is the island, the Taiwan island. The Taiwan is a government, they call the island as the heart of the Asia, and the island is located here. And as you can see, they have a neighbor in the north, and then the Japan. South, they have a sea border with the Philippines, and a very huge border, and the big border is the mainland China. So I'm going to talk about why Taiwan is in top news and why Taiwan is very important for the United States that is far from here, and for the China very close to the Taiwan culturally, distances, languages, everything. So uh, Taiwan, first I told you, is because of the semiconductor industry is very famous in the world, and many of the companies related to the computer, electricity, everything, not now, even for the refrigerators you are using at home, they need the Taiwan TSMC or the other company products. And during the COVID time, the Taiwan government decided to lock down the country to uh, prevent that the COVID-19 doesn't distribute inside of the society. But United States asked them to don't do this one. Otherwise, if you close the factories in Taiwan, so we will suffer in the States. So they decided to close the borders and control everything. They have very good governor here, and they good to control the diseases, and they call it zero case. And after they vaccinated the country for 80% for two uh, doses of the COVID-19, Pfizer and Moderna. So they started to open the border step by step. So is the reason economic important for the United States and for the China, and both of them are very strong country in the world for the economy and arm, and for the army also. And the another part why the Taiwan is very important. Oh, I have to tell you something more. The Taiwan before was colonized by the Japanese government during the Second World War for I think 50 years. So and after that it will release and be independent country. And I didn't go to through the history why Taiwan and China they had a problem. I will make the another video about this one. But right now I'm just talking about what's the problem they have right now, and the geopolitical problem they have is because so as you can see, Japan is continues from here to here. Here, this part is locked by the South Korea. I'm talking about the mainland China. The another importance of the Taiwan is this one. Mainland China we have here. So from this side, they access to the Asia, for example, North Mongolia. They have go Russia and Central Asia, India, Nepal, or something, and go to this part of the world also. But if they want to access to the ocean for trading, for everything, so they need to pass through one of these ways, right? So from here, from here, from here, from here, or from that side. So it's very difficult for them because in the north, Japan is controlled till here, and in the north also South Korea close everything here. The another part is that Philippines, all of them are the ally of the United States, and this part will be in the Malaysia, Vietnam, and everything. So only the part will be keep the door or gate to the China is Taiwan. So still Taiwan is not independent country officially accepted by the United Nations. It's not. But if the Taiwan will be officially accepted as the UN as an independent country, China accepted Taiwan be independent. So this chain will be complete, and China will not have any access to reach to the ocean for trading, for even some war happen or something. The other problem China has that the sea level here is not very deep. So even the submarines they want to pass through the Strait of Taiwan, so easily be distinguished by the enemies, so they can be destroyed easily. But this side, east coast of Taiwan, has a very deep ocean they have, so easily they can be hide here and no any country cannot detect them. So as you see, because of the politics, because of the geopolitics, because of the economy, Taiwan is very important for China. So is the reason China doesn't want Taiwan to be independent. They want to be return back Taiwan as one of their states or province to the mainland China. And so if I want to summarize, I can tell that Taiwan is very important for China. That is, on the other hand, is very important for the United States, for the European countries, for Japan, and for rest part of the world. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this information about Taiwan would be useful for you, that you know why Taiwan is very important for China and United States, and they are fighting for this tiny island in heart of Asia.